Ooh, that's bright. Get that down a little bit. Pop this chat box out and we'll be ready. Transition. Yo, good people. Let me set my timer, cause y'all know it's a Ravens Flock Wednesday. That means you get me at 8, you get Joe and Sonny at 9. So this is a Ravens Flock Wednesday. We're gonna keep doing it as long as I can keep it up. I'm gonna make sure they can keep it up, and I'll make sure I got you out of here before it's time for their podcast. But again, I appreciate you guys for being here. Thumbs up in the chat box if you hear me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And if you're ready to get started, give me a hashtag RavensFlock. If you're ready to get started, give me a hashtag RavensFlock. Carlo, got it. Got my purple Kool-Aid. Matter of fact, people that live in Baltimore, I got this mug from Dick's. I went and ate at Dick's while I was in Baltimore. I don't even remember what I had, but it was good. And I got this mug from Dick's. So that's what I'm drinking out my Dick's mug. Pause. But again, first off, I got 3 questions I need to answer. This is questions from Coach. Then we'll get to the chat box. I got 3 questions to answer. I got 7 little things I want to talk about. And then I'll get to you guys' questions, and we'll do questions till about 8:45. That sound about good to you? All right, first question is from Random Shamo. Hope I said that right. Do the Ravens trade up for a LB, stay and get who's available, or go for the best available player, maybe a running back? But first off, I want to say I definitely don't think we should get a running back. Definitely don't think we should get a running back. At least not until late. If we get one at all. But I'm good with the 3 guys we got. I really am good with the 3 guys we got. And if we draft a running back, he's probably going to be destined for practice squad. And you might as well not use a high pick on that guy. I don't think there's anybody in the draft that could beat out Edwards, Ingram, or Hill. I really don't. Swift probably could get Hill a run for his money. But Hill has a year of NFL on him. And he got better as the year went on. So I don't think anybody in the draft can beat out those 3 guys. And keep in mind, Hill's only in year 2. Gus will be in year 3. Then you got the veteran Ingram. He says, do the Ravens trade up for a linebacker? I don't think we have to trade up for a linebacker. I really don't. I don't think we have to trade up for a linebacker. I think there are some guys out there that I really like. I personally like. And they don't have to necessarily be first round guys. The people that are probably going to go in the first round is probably going to be Murray and Queen. And out of those 2, I like Queen over Murray. And then you got another tier of linebackers under there that I really like. I really like Troy Dye. And most of you know that. I really like Willie Gay. Most of you know that. And I'm not so keen on Malik Harrison because I don't think he could cover, even though he's a thumper. He lays the smackers down, as the Rock say. But he's not a cover guy, and in the NFL, everybody trying to throw it around. but us. Who else I like? The guy from Texas Tech is pretty good. Brooks, he's pretty good. I like him. Akeem Gaither, I like the way he made plays, but he made plays on a lower level, so I don't know how that's going to translate to the NFL. And plus, he's a smaller guy. So the guys I really like are obviously the two main guys, Queen and Murray, and then my second tier guys are Willie Gay, Troy Dye, and I don't want to put Gaither Davis in that group. A lot of people like Malik Harrison, but I just don't think he can cover. But I know there's one linebacker that I do not like, and that's Evan Weaver. That's the guy from Cal. I don't like him at all. He's like a robot out there playing middle linebacker. If he get drafted, hopefully somebody put him as a 4-3 defensive end, because he look like a robot out there. All right, the second question. With all the picks we've acquired in the first 3 rounds, 5, what are the chances we trade up in the first round? Again, another trade-up question. I'm not a fan of trading up. We got 9 picks. I would like to use all 9 of them on somebody that, on people, on filling holes. Even if we got to double up like at linebacker. I wouldn't mind us doubling up at inside linebacker. I wouldn't be opposed to us getting like a Queen and a Willie Gay. Or Willie Gay and what's the other linebacker for LSU? Number 6. He was in my top 9. I had him at number 9, I think. The other linebacker from LSU. I wouldn't be any combination of those guys. I wouldn't mind, because we got 2 linebackers. We got 9 picks. So that's how I feel about that. And what player would I trade up for? Only player I trade up for, Simmons. Let me think on that for a second too. The only player I trade up for is Simmons, I think. If we talking the top 10, Simmons. If we talking in the early teens, I saw somebody put in the chat box, maybe Chase Young. If we go early teens, maybe Chase Young. But if we're trying to go top 10, I would say Simmons. I do like Zach Bond. I saw somebody put Zach Bond. I do like Zach Bond, but I think Bond could be close to there at 28. I wouldn't be mad at Bond, us picking Bond at 28. All right, I also got a question from one of my Patreon subs, and they probably should have went first. If you don't subscribe to the Patreon, it's not a bad time to start. Not a bad time to start. So let me get to my question from my Patreon, my post. Where it went to? Oh, I know how to get there. There it is. It says, yo, coach, now that we got Brockers and Campbell to add to the D-line, what do you think we should do with Jalen Ferguson? I was thinking of moving to inside, but with the new additions, I don't know. And this is Joshua from my Patreon. Again, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed to the Patreon, not a bad time to do so. But anyway, to answer Joshua's question, I think Brockers and Campbell's going to help the entire defense out. The entire defense. And I'm going to talk about this a little later when I get into these pictures I got up here. But I think Brockers and Campbell going to help the entire defense out. I still would leave Ferguson as an edge guy. I think the addition of those 2 guys are only going to help him. Because now all he got to do is win one-on-one battles. Whether it be with a tight end, a running back, or a tackle. Just got to win one-on-one battles. He needs to, and I've been saying it all season, find another move to go with that bull rush. Bull rush is amazing. You got to find a counter. Got to find a couple counters. And if he find a couple counters, he's going to be all right. And that's the answer to that without going into the things I have planned. So those are the 3 questions that I have. And again, probably tomorrow I'll drop another thing saying, get your questions in for questions with Coach. And next Wednesday we'll come back at you with another episode. So anybody that, because I see the chat box questions. But the way to get your question definitely answered is to go to my community. And I don't know how you guys see it when I post it, but to put the question there. The questions in the chat box and some questions under the videos, I'll answer them like in text. But if you want your question answered live, just put it in that when I post it tomorrow. Put it there, and I'll go to the answer. Or if you become Patreon, put it on the Patreon page, and you're definitely gonna get an answer. That's the way to guarantee get an answer. Hit the Patreon up. All right. or Patreon. That's the best way to get it. All right. Now let's talk about these little people I have on the screen right here. First guy up, Ronnie Stanley. So everybody in the chat box, hashtag Happy Birthday Ronnie Stanley. That's where we at. Big Stanley is probably one of the top 5 tackles in the league. He did a great job for us this year on that left side. Very athletic guy. He just did a great job. So if you have not been on Twitter or if you follow him on Instagram and gave him a birthday shout out, make sure you do that. Make sure you hit Stanley up, give him a birthday shout out. All right, so let's talk about these moves we got. First up, who we got? Welcome to Baltimore, Calais Campbell. 88 career sacks. If you don't know, I did a video on Calais yesterday. Matter of fact, let me give you a little story. Let's story time right quick. So Monday morning, I get up at probably 6:30-ish, and I leave at 7:15-ish to take my son to Mississippi. So I drive all the way to Mississippi. So I drop him off. I gotta go make another drop off in another town in Mississippi. I get to that drop off point, and the news comes out about Calais Campbell. I'm like, man, I wish I was at home so I could put a video out. I can go look at some film. I can do all these type of things. But I'm way in Butte, Mississippi. There's probably very, very few, not much internet out there at all. What up, Vach? I see you. What you know good? Oh, how many views I got? Somebody in the chat box tell me how many views I got. I can't see it on my screen. Let me know how many people in here. So now I get there, and matter of fact, since Vach popped up, Vach is the one who called me and was telling me about getting Calais Campbell info out, and drop the fish while the grease hot. If I couldn't, I was in Butte, Mississippi, probably next to no satellite or internet service out there. So bam, I turn around, I drive all the way back. So basically, I did 15 hours of driving Monday and come home and got up at 6 o'clock Monday morning and worked on Calais Campbell. That's how much I appreciate you guys being here, and I did that, got up, got that video out, and that video doing great. So I just want to say thank you before I get into this Calais Campbell, what I think about him. All right. Now back to Calais Campbell. Off my soapbox. Story time over with. Calais Campbell, 88 career sacks. First off, he's a huge dude at like 6'7", about 330, 340-ish. It's somewhere up in there. Correct me if I'm wrong. What he's going to do is, and I don't know if you watched the film or not, he's gonna, any single blocks, he's gonna destroy you. He's going to destroy him at the point of attack from the snap of the ball to 2 seconds. If he can win, he gonna win. Anything after that, because he's not a fast guy, he ain't gonna chase nothing down. But if you're trying to run at him, good luck. Good luck. And if you try to run at him with Brandon Williams in there, good luck. Good luck. If you try to run at him with Brandon Williams in there, with Calais Campbell, and the guy that I'm going to talk about later, bruh. Now, and the good thing about this is, even though we probably losing Pierce today as we speak, Pierce was a great run stopper. Williams is a great run stopper. Calais Campbell does both. Stops the run and gets after the quarterback. He may not get a lot of sacks, but he get a lot of pressures, get a lot of quick QB hits. And he still, and that people, was tripping about his age. Go watch the tape. Dude can still ball. And he from the U. Everybody know I'm a fan of the U. So he's gonna help out. He's gonna help out. I hope Judon stays. I really do. I hope Judon stays. He's gonna help Judon out if he stays. Really gonna help Ferguson out. And who's the other edge guy? 56. It's a Bowser. He's gonna help Bowser out. And whoever else we draft to go in there, gonna help them guys out. But what that also does is whoever play linebacker, Bynes and whatever young guys we draft, they're gonna be free to run to the ball. They're going to be free to chase the ball down. They won't have blockers on top of them. They won't have blockers on top of them. They're gonna be free to run to the ball. All right. So this is, I'm gonna take you through this little timeline. This is Tuesday morning after that long day Monday. I get you, with the Calais Campbell welcome to Baltimore. So the next bit of info I get, I'm tripping. This is Monday. So Sunday I made that drive. That was Sunday I made that drive. So Monday, this what happens. All right, next. Hayden Hurst gets traded. Hey, everybody was clamoring for Hayden Hurst to get traded, and he did. And if I talked about it in my video, it's good for Hayden because he was the middleman. He was not the best receiver. He was not the best blocker. So he was always second or third in that list of 3. And he's an older guy. So he probably wanted the opportunity to go somewhere and try to maximize his time in the NFL. Because we all know it stands for not for long. So him sitting behind it and not getting very many reps, and Hayden Hurst is probably a starting tight end in the NFL. But what I love about Hayden, whenever he got his reps, he always gave juice. He always had energy. He always tried to maximize what he did. And Hayden Hurst he's a good tight end. Andrews was just better. Boyd was just better at blocking. No ill will toward Hayden Hurst for a guy wanting to get out there and do his best. I appreciate what he gave to Baltimore the little time he was there, and I wish him nothing but the best in Atlanta, unless they play the Ravens. Lock him down if they play the Ravens. But again, that was the next news that hit. Then we came down. We got this. Welcome to Baltimore, Michael Brockers. Jeez. This dude right here. Oh my goodness. Somebody watched my video today and left a comment and said Brockers is nasty. Nasty ain't even a word. Man, this dude good. Like for real good. I just what DeCosta's putting together right here, man, he said he wanted to build a team to play from the lead. If we get the lead on anybody and these guys get to pin their ears back and go after the quarterback, rubs head like Birdman. You know who's gonna be happy? The DBs. The DBs are really going to eat. Because if we get a lead and these guys get after the QB, the way I know they can get after the QB, Earl Thomas gonna eat. Peter's gonna eat. Marlon gonna eat. Tavon gonna eat. Our rookie from USC gonna eat. Chuck Clark gonna eat. I don't know if we can still have a Joker. We gonna have a Joker back? I don't know if Joker gonna be back. But all those guys back there gonna eat. If we get a lead on somebody or anybody, and just wait to third and long. On third and long. The only thing that's gonna get us on third and long is the screens watch. Cause you just think about this. It's third and long. We get all them DBs in the game. You put Calais at nose. Put Brockers at like a 4 or 4I. You throw Ferguson in there or something, and you got Judon on the edge, and maybe Bowser. That's 4 people right there. Whoo, that's some heat coming right there, boy. That is some heat. That's some heat coming. So DeCosta, you gangster, man. I love what you're doing. All right, move on to the next. And I don't want to give away everything I talked about from Michael Brockers, because if you ain't seen the video, I encourage you to go see it. And even if you have seen it, go watch it again. Share it with somebody. Put it in your group chat. Next guy. Buy the built by Taco Bell. All right. Buy the built by Taco. Oh, I forgot about Jahad Ward. Don't appreciate it, Carlo. Re-signed Jahad Ward. I like that. Because he stopped the bleeding on a lot of things last year. He came in he was one of those guys we signed off the couch. I think because my New Kids on the Block video got some views earlier yesterday, and that New Kids on the Block video talked about Ward and the 2 linebackers, Fort and Bynes. And I saw that video got a little tread yesterday. But Judon. All right, let's do this right here. Let's take a little box 2. Got the purple Kool-Aid. Got my purple Kool-Aid. Just take a little poll. So we'll go thumbs up if you want Judon to stay, and thumbs down if you want us to trade him and find other people. And I'll give you a minute. Thumbs up if you want him to stay. Thumbs down if you want us to get rid of him and go somewhere else. You want us to sign and trade, so to speak, because we already signed and franchise tagged him. What you want? You want to stay? You want to go? And while we waiting on that, King Brady, I do not like Epenesa. He's too stiff for me. Too stiff for me. Got one thumbs down. Got one thumbs up. So we 1-1 so far. But anyway, let's just keep getting them. There we go. Now they rolling in. Godson be getting rid of everybody. Godson get rid of everybody. There we go. So this thing about even. But let's go on with I forgot what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Oh, Judon. No, so if Judon stays on the team with the additions we have, that boy might have 20 sacks. If Judon stay on the team, that boy might have 20 sacks, and we definitely ain't keeping him after that. Unless we get a long-term deal before it happens. But if Judon stays on this team, he might push from 15 to 20 sacks. Because you got to double or pay close attention to Brockers and Campbell. You got to in pass situations. You got to. And if he don't have 20, Ferguson or whoever else on the other side gonna push 10 to 15. 10 to 15. So that, I mean, if he stays on this team with the D-line we got, the only weakness, and I'm not even calling him a weakness, the only youth will be at inside linebacker. And with Brandon Williams in the run game, and then there's other guys we picked up for run and pass situations, you can almost cover them guys up and just let them be like cover guys for the most part. And you have to have somebody to stuff the run every now and then. But I mean, you got Bynes too. Oh, we got Fort. We got one in the back. Bynes up Fort. I think it's Bynes. Correct me which one that is. Bynes up Fort. One of them back. And both of them did a good job. And I know all last season I called one the other and whatnot, but both of them did a good job when they came in. The new kids on the block again were Bynes, Fort, and Ward, and they came in and did an amazing job. Wink's gonna have a field day with this crew. I really do. Wink's gonna have a field day with this crew. I appreciate it was Fort. Jermaine said it was Fort. Let's move on. We signed Jelly. I keep wanting to call that dude Juicy. We signed Jelly back. That was a good veteran move. And like I said, we talked about Ward. Then today we signed this guy. Appreciate you, Aver. Aver came through with $10 in the super chat, and he says we almost never kept our homegrown pass rusher since Sizzle. Maybe we keep one this time. I hope so. I really hope we keep Judon. I do. I appreciate the super chat also. Judon, I mean, a lot of people complain he got $16 million. But Judon went from making I don't think Judon made $1 million. Judon was like a 5th or 6th round pick. Judon been playing, I don't want to say he outperformed his rookie deal, but he played through his deal. And now it's time to test the market. And he's finna almost quadruple his salary with this 1 year. So you think he's going to be hungry to get more than that if he stay on this team this year? Because this could be the year for us. Because if Lamar goes out and does Lamar things, you think they're going to wait to pay Lamar? You think they don't even let it be an attempt to even smell another team? Nah, cuz. It don't even work like that. Lamar go out there and do the type of things he do, he going to get paid. And then we're going to have to... Then the money situation in Baltimore going to be for a long time. But Kansas City going to have the same problem soon. But next we moving on from Judon so we can get to the chat box. Sign this guy. Re-sign this guy. And I appreciate him. I appreciate what he do. He go out there and do his job. He one of the best ones out there. He good at the coffin corner. He good at spinning that thing backwards inside the 20. Even though he didn't punt much last year, hey, he go out there and do his job. And him with Tucker, they kind of solidify our special teams. And I appreciate it. I appreciate you what you do, and I'm glad we re-signed him. And that's that on him. Now, next, I think this is the latest news. This is the latest news that I have. Releasing Brandon Carr. So, we got rid of Brandon Carr, which means we're down the corner. I got a super chat from Jared. I appreciate you, Jared Green. $2 in the super chat. Judon will get overpaid like Paul Kruger. Yes, he will. Just hopefully not from the purple and black. Yes, he will. Just not from the purple and black. And I'm gonna go a little off tangent right here. The only person I've seen to leave us as a edge guy or a defensive lineman to go on and have success, like for real, is Big Z. I remember some of those other guys that were mentioned left and they fizzled out. Didn't hear much from them. I think Kruger being one of them. The only person that went and had success outside of our system has been Big Z. But he had another good guy on the other side of him too. He had another Smith on the other side of him in Green Bay. I don't know the kid's name. But Big Z went out there and did his thing. Now, releasing Carr gives us $6 million back in cap space. I know we were kind of low. After all the transactions. But I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Carr back for like 2. If he go out there and test and nobody really wants to sign him, I wouldn't be opposed to bringing Carr back at all. He don't miss games. For the most part, he's where he's supposed to be. He's just, younger guys are kind of can outjump him a little bit or faster than him sometimes. But he's a good leader. But he don't miss games. That's the good part about it. Carr don't miss games. And the touchdown versus Tennessee was on Carr, which, is still kind of salty. And probably the greatest catch in NFL history, I think, was on Carr too, when he was with Dallas, when the Odell Beckham catch. But I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Carr back in Baltimore, but at a cheaper price. I appreciate his complementary skill set to our defensive backfield. All right, but keep in mind we still have Peters, still got Marlon. Hopefully Tavon comes back and is in top notch health. Who else? We got I keep forgetting that dude name from USC. And I like him too. Iman Marshall. That's him. And that's about what we got for the secondary. Let's see where we at. We at 8:30. Got 15 more minutes. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the chat box. I'm gonna kind of scroll up to the top and then go through these questions and whatnot. Make sure I shout out my super chats again. Errol, appreciate the $10. Jared, appreciate the $2. Like father, like son, appreciate the $2. I appreciate it. Let me answer this question because he didn't put it in the thing. What offensive players do you like for us in the first? Offensive players I like for us in the first round. This is for like father, like son. I really appreciate that name because I ain't gonna get off topic about talking about my boys. You got me choked up a little bit. What offensive players do you like for us in the first? Offensively, Mims. I really like Mims. Everybody know I love Lord Cushenberry, but everybody I talk to say it's a stretch for us to get Cushenberry. I like any of those receivers that's in front of Mims. Judy, Higgins. I know they all gonna be gone. CD Lamb. I like Mims. I really like Mims. And I don't mind Jefferson either. But if we pick Jefferson, we need to do something. We're gonna have to do something with Willie Snead because Jefferson's a slot guy. I like Jefferson also. But now let me scroll up now because I had to make sure I got his question because he put a deuce in the super chat. All right. I'm just gonna pick a random one now here. What about interior lineman? We got to replace Marshall. We do. Everybody, and Jordan, I like Cushenberry. A lot of people like like Ruiz. But I like Cushenberry, and I plan to do a Cushenberry versus Ruiz film later on. Just kind of like a boxing match to see who thinks the best. And I'm going to go ahead and give it away to you. it's gonna lean toward Cushionberry because it's gonna be my video, and I'm gonna make sure it lean towards Cushionberry. All right, so be on the lookout for that. Another question, Coach: how many sacks you think Campbell gonna get this year? 8. 8 from Campbell would be great because I think whoever the edge guys are gonna eat because they got to put so much emphasis on him. 8 sacks from Campbell would be great, and plus their interior line. All right. Where we at? Hey, make sure you hit the. I don't know what we had on likes either, because I can't really see it. But hit the thumbs up button too. I appreciate you guys for hitting the thumbs up button. Where we at with the question? A lot of comments. Question must be at the bottom. So, Coach, who did that one? Coach, what do you think about Boykin at tight end? I don't know if Boykin will be strong enough. And Telly, I don't know if Boykin will be strong enough to do what we're going to need him to do at tight end. Because our tight ends got to get in there and be physical because we use them as part of the run game. So I don't know if Boykin is strong enough to get in there and physically deal with edge guys, defensive ends, linebackers. That's a different. I know he tall, I know he big, but he's a tall receiver. That don't mean he's a tight end. So that's a different skill set to go down there and put your hand down and do some stuff. All right. See where we at. Next question. We get rid of Judon, who replaces him in free agency. That's a good question. King Bratton says, if we get rid of Judon, who replaces him in free agency? So that's $16 million out there. And we just got 6 from cutting Carr. So could that be your clowning money? Maybe. Could that be your clowning money? Because it don't seem like anybody biting on that 19 to 20 mil he want. But you got, that could be your clowning money. Maybe. Maybe he do some kind of sign and trade with Seattle for, I don't know. But most of the good edge guys that I talked about with Ken McCusick last week or earlier this week. Well, last week when I talked to him. This week when he put it out. Most of them good guys gone. Although, we don't want a trash guy in free agency. Most of them good guys gone. AJ IvanEvans will fall, but it's still in the draft. I hope so. Just not in purple and black. He looks stiff to me. And I ain't looked at him a lot. Somebody asked me about him in one of my earlier episodes of Question with Coach. And I went and looked at him real quick. So I almost skimmed over him. So I could be totally wrong about IvanEvans. I could be totally wrong. But I kind of skimmed over him. And that was my analysis that he looked stiff to me. All right. Let's see. Next question. Where we at on time? Okay. 8:35. It's going down. Who plays the Judon? Yeah. Just answer that. Where we at? Is Earl trash or not worth the cost? I think Earl got better as the season went on. Because if you remember when Earl first got there, and this is from John Davies, is Earl trash or is he not worth the cost? Earl was predominantly a cover 3 guy. All cover 3, all cover 3, all cover 3. They just was damn good at playing cover 3. You had Richard Sherman, who was slightly above average athletically, but way above average mentally. And so they played that cover 3 like it was like they had 12 people on the field. And then you had Bam Bam Cam coming down, knocking people out. Then you had another tall corner on the other side. So he just played the heck out that cover 3. So now when he gets to Baltimore, and he said there's a lot to do. He wasn't used to being around the line of scrimmage or being at the line of scrimmage and dropping back deep or playing the box on his other side. Or he wasn't used to it. You see, he got his first sack this year. Earl been in the league, 8, 9, 10 years? He got his first sack this year. Very first one. Because he was so used to just playing a deep middle, deep third. And that's what he hung his hat on. He was a middle of the field safety. He collided people and knocked the ball out, picked the ball off. He played hard and he was good at what he did. So now as the season went on and he able to understand the defense more and understand the players around him, he was able to get better. So I think it's still too early to say is he trash. I don't think he's trash at all. I think he did what he needed to do. He was a good fit in what we had, and he got better as the season went on. All right. What offensive player? I got that one already. Ooh, scroll too fast, man. Who is your ideal but realistic first round pick? Matthew, who is your ideal but realistic first round pick? All right, my ideal and realistic first round pick. I give you three names. One, Queen from LSU. Two, Cushionberry from LSU. Three, I want to say Mims from Baylor. No. Let me take that back. Take that back. Queen would be one for me. Two would be Zach Bond. Three would be Cushionberry. There you go. That's your three. That's your three right there. Queen would be one. Zach Bond would be two. Cushionberry would be three. Those are the three realistic, idealistic, realistic picks for us at 28. And I wouldn't trade none of them picks. I'd take 9 guys. I'd take 2 linebackers if I have to. Two edge guys if I have to. Another receiver, a tackle, interior lineman, and another. Would I take another defensive interior lineman? And probably a corner. We got enough picks. We could end up taking the other Lamar Jackson later on in the draft. I don't know how good he is or not. I hadn't looked at tape on him. Let's see where we at. Coach, how do you feel? And this is from Jermaine Milner. How do you feel about us getting E. Sanders or wide receiver from free agency? I wouldn't touch any of the free agent wide receivers other than Antonio Brown. Did I just say that? No. Who said that? Next question. Where's Clowney going? This is Bruno. Seahawks said to give him the best offer, but they said they signed Bruce Irvin back. Nobody wants to get Clowney $20 million from what I'm looking at, from what I'm seeing, and I'm not on the inside of any of the NFL circles. Seems like nobody wants to give him that $20 to $22 million he asking for. So he may end up in the $18 million range, and who knows? Who knows? These first 3 or 4 days of free agency have been buck wild. Where'd that question go? I think our defensive line this year could put up a lot of stress on Mahomes and stop a great running backs like Henry. I do. And let's talk about this because it's in the it's still on everybody's mind. This Titans game about stopping Henry. The play that lost us that game, and yeah, we dropped a ton of freaking balls, was the first interception. And I'm not blaming Lamar. I'm not blaming Andrews. That play is what lost us the game. Because it allowed those clowns to just run the ball. If we score, they got to throw the ball. And I probably can complete just as many passes as Tannehill. Now, in fact, Tannehill should give... Never mind. That's different. I probably can complete as many passes as Tannehill. Because if we had got the lead and forced Tannehill to put the ball in the air some and I just hand it off, Henry wouldn't even got to all them carries. Because y'all know we would have controlled that clock. We got that lead and we would have controlled that clock. And granted, Jeffrey Simmons and that other D tackle are good. We would have controlled that clock. Had we scored on that first drive or that drive when we got the interception. So I'm not blaming Lamar or Andrews. Or I'm just saying that game would have been totally different. And we would have stopped Henry with the guys we had. So with these additions, man, please. 9 out of 10 times we beat the Titans. And you can quote this and screenshot to send to any of your Titans fans. 9 out of 10 times we beat the Titans. It just happened to be their day that day. So bump the Titans. We're gonna move on from there. Tell them to do it again. That's what you do. Tell them to do it again. All right, let's see what we're the questions. Y'all got me heated a little bit. Coach, would you rather have Chase Young or Derrick Brown or Isaiah Simmons or Jeff Okudah? They are the best defensive locks in the draft. This is from Craven from Raven. Would I have Chase Young? Well, I mean, if we was not number one pick, but if you want to go order, I'd go Chase Young, Isaiah Simmons, Derrick Brown, Jeff Okudah. That would be my out of the 4 you gave me. Those are the guys I would pick. I would go Chase Young first because he looks like a freak. Isaiah Simmons is a freak. Derrick Brown plays like a freak, and Jeff Okudah's a good DB. He's probably the number 1 corner. I hadn't looked at corners yet, but he's probably the number 1 corner. All right, let's see where we at on time. All right, 8:43, getting close to the end. Let's see what's towards the bottom. Swift or Dobbins? Jerome, if you looked at my top 9 at 9, you know who I like. If you look at my top 9 at 9, you'll saw who number 1. Because those guys are 1 and 2, Jerome. So I ain't going to tell you. But if you look at my top 9 at 9, that'll tell you who I think or what I think about Swift or Dobbins. All right, Andrew. I've heard some people thinking McCarry and Powell starting is fine. Do you think like I do? They have to get a power O-lineman who can anchor better than McCarry. Yes. Like McCarry and Powell, we need options. I'm fine with McCarry and Powell, but Powell was inactive for a reason. I don't know the reason, but he was inactive for 16 games last year. I don't know why, but there's a reason he was inactive for 16 games. So we need options. That's why I like Cushenberry in there. Cushenberry can play all 3 of those positions in the middle. Left guard, center, right guard. That's why I like Cushenberry. I don't know if Ruiz can play all 3 of them positions, but I know Cushenberry can. All right, let's see where we at. That's why more likely Antonio to the Browns will follow him, Brady to Tampa Bay. I didn't think about that, Jordan. He may go to Tampa Bay with Brady because he like Brady. He really do like Brady, and he seems to be getting his life together. I hope he do, because he was headed down a path of utter and complete destruction. He engaged that girl, and I hope they work things out because, you know, some of the stuff that kids had to see, no kids should have to see. And I hope they, you know, in a good place and work it out and he just be a better person. But his football talent is undeniable. Mentally, he had a rough patch. But I hope, you know, I don't care if he's not with Baltimore. I just hope he gets together. Because I like watching him play. Even though he was on the Steelers, I like Antonio Brown. He was an underdog. And he overcame. He wasn't the fastest, wasn't the biggest. He just worked, got better, and that's kind of why I like that part of his mentality. I don't like this old crazy stuff he's done lately. Where we at? So what you think about us using Judon to trade up and get Simmons? All right, Tank. What do you think about us using Judon to trade up and get Simmons? So I got maybe 3 more questions. Would you rather have a proven commodity that you know you're probably going to get 10 to 15 sacks, or you want to get a guy that is probably better suited off the ball and not against the run? Simmons is a great talent, but I don't think he's an NFL edge guy. Maybe he can come off the edge some, but I don't think he's a lineup and play edge the whole game guy. Not yet, anyway. Not yet. So I don't know if somebody would give up, you know, that 7th, 8th, or 9th pick for Judon to allow us to get Simmons. I don't know if they'll do that. Because Simmons is, you can play Simmons in almost every defensive spot except for D-line and maybe Mike. Simmons can play probably every spot except for D-line and Mike. Judon, you're going to get outside line, 3-4 offensive line, outside linebacker. So, what do you think Hollywood gonna look like this year? Hollywood gonna look like a totally different person. He's gonna be healed. He gonna have more chemistry with Lamar. He's gonna be healed. He's gonna be faster. He's gonna be healed. He's gonna look like a totally different person. Magic, Kenneth Murray, and Mike and Willie Gay. Woo! Now you're talking, Melvin. Oh, that. Now you see you and me. We here, Melvin. I take Murray and Gay, or I take Queen and Gay. I take Queen and die. I take Gay and die. It's crazy. But I think we should get 2 linebackers and let them fight it out. Let them fight it out with the veterans we have. Let's see where we at. See where we at. Judy or Lamb. Right now, I'm working on my top receivers. I put out a video on T. Higgins this morning. And he's in that top 5. Judy and Lamb is in that top 5. So you're going to have to wait for that top 99 for me to give you a Judy or Lamb. All right. Let's see. Malik, that's my last one. Malik Harrison thoughts. All right, thoughts about Malik Harrison. Malik Harrison is a straight thumper. Malik Harrison will knock your block off. When I say off, like your block could be rolling down the road. But outside runs, he just don't seem to get there. Covering guys, he don't seem to get there. But B gap to B gap, man, he would knock your block off. I'm like serious. Like he's a old school linebacker. If the NFL was still power I, fullback and tight end, Malik Harrison would be the best linebacker for you. But the NFL ain't that no more. If the NFL was that power I, tight end, fullback type stuff, Evan Weaver could be in the top linebacker cases. But the NFL ain't that no more. So that's why I think Malik's gonna drop way down. All right. So this was about to happen. It's 8:49. Sonny and them's probably firing up in about 10 minutes. Sonny and Joe Nubo. So make sure you hit the like button for me. I appreciate you. I don't know how many people we got in here. Let me see if I put my chat box back. Where we at? Let's see. A lot of stuff going wrong. I don't want to mess nothing up. Let me stop touching it. We got 99 people in here. That's a first. Never had that many. Hey, appreciate you guys, man. Standing ovation for you guys. I appreciate you coming to rock with me today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. So make sure you get ready for Sonny and El Nubo. Hit that like button. We had like 100 people in here. I'm getting. I'm gonna finish my purple Kool-Aid. Have some super chats, and I'll see y'all in the chat box with Sonny and Joe Nubo. And I'll see you when I see you. Peace.